Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in to another sensational Sunday. Hope everyone is having a good one. Doing something a little different today. And it might be difficult to do, but we'll figure it out. Got a kind of complicated setup here, so hoping it is fine. But yeah, we're making a game. So this is. Oh no, where'd my controller go? Controllers. Need my. Here we go. Controller to test my game. So many things plugged in to different places trying to get this stream to work. But it does, in fact, work, it seems like. Alright. Boo. You come in here. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just show you what I've got so far. So this is for the 20-second game jam where you make games that last 20 seconds. Not in 20 seconds. As many of you have joked and continued to joke. That would be a very quick game jam. Cool. So, I am making a game that is a boss rush. It is a sequel to my top-down shmup game from last year called Rush Boss. And this is more of a Silksong-alike. So, I'll show you what I have so far. Alright, get you off. So here's a boss. Alright, controller, let's go. Hang on. I maximized. Okay, cool. Oh, I died already. So I'm bad at my own game, but yeah, you're a little guy who goes around, who can jump off of things, you can pogo off of stuff. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then there's you also have a little dash that you can do. I haven't lasted more than like 3 seconds. Interesting. And then you can also do a little. Well, you missed me on that one, but a little shield special. Oh, missed it. Okay, but yeah, so this is one boss. This is Punchkin, and then check out another boss. This is all kind of manually done at this moment, but it will be done by code later. All right, you should be there. Okay. Uh, and this is Spawnathan. Nope. I hate that it does that. I don't know why Cinemachine has the overlay in the game window. It should be in the scene window, I would think, so that doesn't happen, but whatever. So yeah, he's got a little 1-2 jab. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at my own game. Um, he's got a little sweep. And then he can also spawn things. These little flunkies that you can beat, but they are distracting. And again, if you... you gotta beat these bosses in 20 seconds or you die. So I'll dodge and show what happens when you run out of time. Which is just that you die. Oh no. Whee! Yeah. Floop. So, and then you gotta reset. No thanks. Cool. Yeah, so that's that. Hello, Kyle. Welcome in. Yeah, the punch sweep is pretty devastating. But I did add a... So there's two things that make it more... you can jump over it. Two things that make it a little bit easier to deal with. And then also... Are you going to do it? Come on. Oh, I didn't do it. I tried to block right there, but it didn't work. So... Oh, no. Okay. Invincible while attacking, of course. Come here. I'm so bad at my game. Yeah. Don't worry. You will play soon. Okay. Yesterday I was like, oh, this boss is too easy. And now I can't beat him. But that's a good problem to have. I am shielding my dude. I swear. Okay, the timing is wrong. There we go. So you can shield through it. But cool. Today I'm gonna make a new boss. So I'll give you a little sneak peek. So we got our let's see. So if you look here, this door is going to go to Punchkin. This door is going to go to Spawnathin. And this is our third boss, who's blue, of course, and has 4 dots. And this is going to be the dreaded duo boss. So it's actually 2 pairs of eyes. And this is going to be a... Let's kind of get started, I guess. Let me just duplicate Punchkin. Put this down. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Okay. Do I have to do it this way? Maybe. Sure. Weird. Whatever. Doesn't matter, actually. So let's name you... Wait, can I not really... That's weird. I guess I can't. Anyways, we're gonna name you... Let's do Bashley first. And we'll make a new prefab. I don't want a prefab variant. Why is it doing this? Okay. Where is my break prefab button? Prefab. Unpack completely. There we go. Oh, we can do one. Cool. All right. That's what I want. But yeah. We will have a new boss. All right, let's just give it a default level, kinda, like a Punchkin level. Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. This is Bish and Bash. Bishmael and Bashley. Perfect. And we'll put you in here instead of Punchkin. Great. And let's turn off our player for now. Alright, now then, now's the fun part. We get to actually start making them. Okay, so let's do... I'm gonna actually change this up a little bit. Let's do open here. So first off, we need colors. So this is going to be... You're going to set the background to 32, 64. This is how I always do colors. Because I'm like, let me figure out some uh, relationship, and then I can cycle around them. So the Boston makes that. Actually, I need to make new scripts first. Hang on. Let's make a Bashley boss controller. And we will replace you. Doing a little sneaky thing. Oh, it's reloading. There you go. Okay. Oh, I should have done this first. That was a mistake. What, you gotta implement something? I believe that's true. Yeah, okay. Throw a yield break for now. But yeah, we'll do... Instead of you being a sprite, I think we're gonna make a body. So that this can be... Yeah, this can be one. This will be other things. Okay. Eyes will need... Yeah, we'll need hands, we'll need things. But we'll get to that. And also, I don't want you anymore. You will have a... You've got the collider. Capsule collider. Okay, that's probably fine. But yeah, so I've got one boss that's made out of capsules, one that's made out of hexagons. This one, of course, is going to be made out of squares. And the color is 32, 64, and 192, I believe. Yes. So we'll make you a big old square. It's good for now. Let's give you a head as well. That's probably going to be 0.25. Maybe too small. Great. And offset you a little bit. Kind of like it a little bit in. Yeah, we'll do something like that. These I don't want. These I'm going to make into squares. A V2 square, I suppose. And also this color. Great. Ugh, terrible numbers. Great. Actually, 0 is probably fine. For you, for the left leg, you'll be 0.5 maybe. Yeah. And -1. Already an ad going. What's up with that? Bizarre. And then let's make the eyes. Head probably should be a little bit bigger. If I need eyes on there. Yeah, something like that. Sure. I'll continue to revise them. I don't think I need a sprite mask. Whatever. Let's leave it in for now. You, of course, are also eyes. Or squares. Yep. It's funny. Wait. Did I do the wrong thing? No. Why didn't you square up? There you go. Okay. Let's move you around. Something like that. Maybe. Something like that. That's to roughen for Bashley. I do not like those sprite masks, though. So we'll just do this for now, and might come back later to them. You do need hands as well, actually. Probably. They might be small. Figure it out. They are, of course, all squares. And all this color. Let's move you this way. And you'll have a weapon, too. Thinking they're kind of like knights. This probably doesn't need to be connected like that. Sure. Is going to be interesting. 0.4? Does that make sense? Yeah. Perfect. Hand doesn't have a collider. However... wow, what happened to your eye? Ugh. I hate when it decides it's gonna render them in a different order randomly. And let's make your weapon, too. Which, I don't know. I, like, have an idea of what these are like, but I'm pretty much just roughing it all in. Ad starting soon. No, thank you. Okay. Maybe a little bigger. Actually, no. Bashley does not have a weapon. Bish has a weapon. Let's make Bish now. Cool. Yeah, I'll fill all that in a minute. And then, where are my scripts? Scripts, here we go. You're going to be a Bishmael boss controller. Come on. Thank you. Something like that. Okay. Come on, cursor, come on back. Thank you. Cool. So we'll do the same thing, where we copy, unpack. Do a little swappy swap. Still one. Great. And prefabify. Okay, so where Bashley is short and stout and is going to attack along perfect left, right, horizontal, vertical angles. Bishmael, named after Bishop in chess, is going to attack at diagonals. And they're going to attack at the same time! It's the dreaded duo boss. And of course, like every good comedy duo, Bashley will be stout and Bishmael will be lean. So, how fun. And up, please. Thank you. Thank you for... the eyes. I did mess up on the eyes for Bashley, didn't I? You need to be square. You need to be square. That's right. Okay. And Bashley eyes, let's go. Or, nope. Bishmael eyes. Similar. Shloop, shloop. Shloop, shloop. But you are both going to be rotated 45 degrees. Yeah, sprite masks are getting out of hand here. Whatever. Just going to ignore them in case I want them later. Okay. The body's probably still too wide, maybe. And maybe too tall. We'll figure it out. Too high. Great. And also let's unoffset the head, which means that you need to be over this way, like that-ish. Perfect. Why not? Yeah, body too long. Should I make you... The head should probably also be at 45 degrees. Yeah. Why not? Oh, that does... This is gonna be interesting, because I can't, like, expand without adding in a buffer. Right, because if I, like, just do this, it's the relative. But if I want to actually make it taller, I can do this. Yeah, like that. Gonna get confusing, though. Ooh, I do like that, though. Cool. We'll do that. Okay. How do we want to do this? Something like you thin, long. Too far. No. Sure. That's good. Let's do a leg and let's do a foot as well. Something kind of like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, this is going to be so silly. Just building stuff in Unity, because I think it's kind of funny. Alright, so you need to be opposite there and opposite here. And you need to be opposite here. And also opposite here. Perfect, perfect. Look at this weirdo. Oh, I love it. And they're gonna walk around kind of like... We'll do an animation in a minute. Ooh, maybe their body should be kind of crooked too. So they're like hunching. Maybe, yeah. Okay, okay, hang on. I like this idea that I just had. Let's make a body here. Not Mr. Body. Let's say torso top. So you'll be just a little bit angled, 15 degrees maybe. Half the size. Gotta move you up. Too much. Better. Something like that, maybe. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. Click off, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the shrimpin' posture. It's real. Boop. Too much. Why is that too much? Hmm. Interesting. Okay, let's move you down a little bit. Good. Oh, this is all silly. Oh, it does do that. That's too bad. Okay. So let's just do left leg first. Something more like that. I'm gonna... no. Add in some more buffers. So make you thigh. You'll also be thigh. Great. Okay. Can you also be 0.5 up? Nope, 0.25. Yeah, you just need to be a little bit longer, maybe. This is the fun part. Trying to line it back up. Okay, so it's 0.25, so then you need to slide up just a tiny bit. Ooh, up and over. Ha 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 ha. How interesting. Where's my local... Yeah. Something like that. I assume it's on the threes. What am I doing? What is your collider even going to be also? Uh, maybe more like that? Can offset it. You do need to be taller. 4, perhaps. 0.5. Mean, I'm not gonna worry too much, but it should feel good. So we'll see. Something like that might be a good collider. I might have to do a composite on this one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it at that for now. Okay. Right hand. Let's do basically the same thing as the right leg, honestly. Right arm, and you'll be right, I don't know, forearm. Right hand. Sure, whatever. Okay, we need to rotate you a little bit more. Probably more around 60. Yeah, let's do 60. Hmm. A little bit longer as well. Sure. You'll be more of a, what, negative 30? Yeah, it's good. And you can be kind of short. Say 5? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Figure it out. That's 625 doesn't work. Ah! I hate when the numbers don't line up. Fine. Okay. Nope. A little bit more. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it can go a little bit farther, I guess, too. Yeah, whatever. That's fine for now. And then we're gonna do a left hand. That is the opposite. Hmm. Yeah, I'll probably clean that up at some point. Um. Yeah, more like that. Probably. Sure. Something like that for now. And now your weapon! Oh, actually, let's turn you into your weapon, because you have a collider on you. Great. What is the best way to do this? I'm going to change it this way. It's fine there. You, collider, will be under that. You will be, I don't know, center. 45. Then, I don't know, spike, we'll call it. Something like this. Yeah. Too far. Eh. Sure. Something like that. Yeah, it should be bigger. Too big. Yeah, too big. Fine. 2, spike 3. Spike 2 is this. Spike 3 is this. I don't know if I love that, but that's fine for now. And then I gotta figure out, because I want to make a chain. Maybe a line renderer. That's probably the easiest. Where are you? Are you a 3D object? I think you're technically a 3D object. Effects? Line. There you are. Hello. Okay. Chain. Which... Okay. Come over here. I don't know why it popped up on that screen. Oh, come here. There you go. We'll do this. Start. End color. Great. Positions are, I don't know. Those two, sure. This shouldn't matter. It does matter. It's local. Should it be local? We'll leave it as local for now. Do we make you a little bit more this way? You know, something like that. Who knows? Whatever. Look at it for now. Now, what I want to do here is make a... Do I have a... I have a diamond like this. Do I have like a better diamond? Like a just rotated square? I don't think I do. This might be okay. I don't know. We'll find out. Materials, yeah. Gonna make a new... Can I just drag this on here? I don't think I like sprites, but we'll find out. I might just make a new material for me. No, it made a new sprite for me. Of course, of course. Alright, let's make materials. Create a material, thank you, and we'll call you chain material. So this should work. Yeah. Oh, it is! That's interesting. So it is just a perfect square in the texture. But the sprite editor changes it? No. The opposite. It is not a perfect square. Oh, weird. That's very odd. But lucky for us, because that is what I want it to be. Okay. So let's make you... Actually, you probably should be sprite-lit default. Yeah. With this. I believe I can do this. Why is that color so wrong? What? Oh, because you have a tint on a tint. Okay, I see. No, but I want you to do texture mode repeat tile. Yeah. Nope. Why is tile the same as stretch. Okay, I don't want to have to repeat per segment, but I will. Right? This should repeat. This should repeat. Why are you not repeating? Does the material have no repeat on? Clamp. Damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna do some nonsense then. Yeah, what if I dragged you in over here? Otherwise, I'll just make a diamond, but yeah. There we go. Now we can do it. So weird. In fact, actually, let's just change your dimensions. Come here. While I'm at it. Don't lock. I would like you to be that as well. Perfect. So let's just call you Diamond. Actually, hang on. Let me do it in here. Great. You have 128 pixels per unit. Do not need to generate physics. And of course, repeat is what I would like you to do. Really? Point? I guess. I don't know. Seems odd to me. I hope this fixes it. Interesting. Why can I no longer accept this? Do I need this to be default? Standard. I'll set you here. And then go back to... There we go! Ha 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 ha! Hack in Unity. Okay. That's very silly. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, you keep going. Okay. Actually, that's alright, as long as I line it up correctly. Which I can probably do. So yeah, that's 0. So let's just make the center a little bigger or a little smaller. If this lines up, that's too much. Okay. Scale tool. Nope. Can I scale in both directions? That's not what I want to do. Here we go. A little more. Come here. Doing this on a trackpad. It's being mean. Okay. That looks pretty good. What? 425? I don't know. Sure. Whatever. And I don't need Z scaling. Yeah, right? Okay, so now this will be able to... I'll probably still have to do stuff, but I'll be able to, like, throw out this, flail, mace, chain mace, in a direction, and then I can just extend the line, and it'll autofill with all of the dots. And that's Bishmael for the most part. But, I'm rethinking this. What if your head was more that? Oh, he's got like a little collar? That's interesting. I'm rethinking it. I like that better, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. Boop-a-doo. And we'll move eyes over a little bit too. Plus 0.625. Minus 0.625. Yeah. So they have like a perspective. One thing I've been doing, because this is a like last year I made a like top-down game, so everything was like centered, like the eyes were. Here I'll show it on Punchkin because I think it'll be clearer. But I don't need this robot here. Actually, just copy you. There we go. So right with Pumpkin, right? Like his hands and his eyes are off to the side, off to this side. Camera. Right, and because it would look weird if they were centered. So I could do something like this at like 0.15 and this at negative 0.15. So he's like looking head on, and then his right hand would also be like that. But I think that just looks a lot worse, and you don't know which way he's looking, right? And he just like moves. He just moves side to side. So I'm trying to give them like a perspective of like, I don't know. They're like kind of in profile, but they got like a little lean to them, a little turn. Don't know. I'm sure there are some art terms for this, but I don't know what they are. 3/4 perspective, something like that. Who knows? Yeah. This is gonna be Bishmael and Bashley. How big's your guy? They might need to be bigger. They're a little small. Something like that, and also I kind of like the more human scale character. It's the small details are hard to read. They might need to be a little bigger. I don't know. I like them though. Because, yeah, what size is Punchkin? Yeah, Punchkin's supposed to be, like, meaty, though. So... I don't know. They kind of fit in. And you're just an abomination. So, you know. Oh, no. Go up here, please. Thanks. Yeah, that might be alright. Look at them. Look at my little friends here. Schloop. Yeah, maybe a little small. They're, like, kind of at your scale. Yeah, I'll make him a little bigger. Actually, Bishmael's probably alright. Bashley, I want bigger. Bishmael needs bigger eyes, though, is one thing. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. That does actually just make them look kind of better. But, like, yeah, weird little lanky guy. I don't love it. Can I make the legs longer? Arms longer? Infinite indecision right now. Actually, no, let's keep you there. For scale. Head bigger. Eyes bigger. Hmm. You're both negative? That's weird. Make you 0 and you plus 2, 5. Yeah. I can move you a little bit up. Too much. Okay. Minus 0.125 will put me at 2.5, of course. Plus 0.0625. Yeah, I don't know. Bashley. Not quite reading right to me at this point, but. So. Hmm. These can be a little longer then. Boop 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 boo. Okay. And then you, I don't know, move up a little. That's not right. Where will you land? Interesting. What's going on with that? Where did your legs go? Do you have an animation on you? You have an animation on you. That's what's going on. You don't have an animation on you. You do have an animation on you. Okay. So many things, so many places. There we go. So you are at pretty much there. And you fall down. to about the same. Okay. No, they gotta be bigger. They gotta be bigger. Making an executive decision. I'm trying to think, like, Ornstein and Smo, right? Like, those are, like, big bosses. Alright, let's double everything. It's fine, that's fine. Is that too big? That might be too big. Okay, okay. So, 1.5? Interesting. Are you both? Yeah, okay, don't do that. That's silly. Whatever. Huh? Less. There we go. Okay, cool. Better, maybe. Is right hand even visible? I don't think it is. Okay, that's fine. Alright. I'm liking it better. God, the order it chooses to draw sprites in is so weird. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's a better size. What's your body size? Yeah, you need to be bigger as well then. So this is 1.5, 1.5. I don't love that placement actually, but I mean something like that. Sure, that looks better maybe. And then we're doing the same for Bishmael. Everything gonna be a little bit bigger. Just multiply everything by something. I could probably do this with just the sprite, but I would like the numbers to be right. Oh god. Can you just be 1? Maybe. Because I'm going to animate them, and having reasonable numbers is gonna help. At least it'll help me play around with it. Head's in the right place. Eyes next. Again with the 0.3s. That's so weird. Why did I do that? I just want, like, relative offset. That looks really weird. Okay, okay. 0.1. No, it's got to be over more. This is, I don't know what happened here. B3. B3, probably. Yeah, and it's going to be taller as well. So, negative 0.25? Sure. It looks alright. Ashley looks a little weird, but not terrible. Nah. Eh. I like that better. Okay, cool. Any hoozles. Alright, so... Yeah, this is now, they're not all nice numbers anymore. They're not all nice numbers, and it's gonna get weird real quick. That's why I like the nice numbers. But it's fine. We'll get there. Okay. Getting there. Weird. Yeah, okay. It's like picking up the color because it's clipping down through the sprite beneath it. That's very weird. Okay. And then weapon, you are last. That's probably not going to be how you're held anyways, but that's fine. We'll get to the colliders in a second. And then you... Does it make you bigger this way? What is going on with that? Hang on. No, that's not what I want. Okay, how do I make you bigger? With width? Do I make the width more? Kinda. Oh boy. So is 0.1... Can I do math in here? Hang on. I can. I probably didn't need to. 0.1 times 1.5 is 0.15. I probably need, it needs to be bigger than that anyways, though. So let's try 0.25. Maybe. And then this needs to be 15. Nope. Wait, why are you 3? Didn't I make you 0.25? Okay, you just go to 3. Okay. 25. What the heck is going on? Oh, it's 10, so I need to divide by 1.5? Oh boy. I'll just do it this way. Sure. Why not? That looks reasonable. Whatever. We'll deal with that later. Okay, cool. Now let's bump you up a little bit. I'm liking them better. This was the right move. How about 2.5? How about 3? No. How about 2.75? Meh. Okay, something like that. Alright, let's look at your... And also move over a little bit more. Give him some space. Not that much space. Yeah, yeah, why not? Sure. Okay, I also want to go through and say, hey, your enemy, and apply to the children. Same with you. Yes, because I added some new stuff. Alright, let's look at your colliders now. That is weird. Why is that? Why are you that? That's fine. In your hurt box. Okay. So I can turn you on. Yeah. In general, I'm just using squares for all the hit boxes and hurt boxes, except for the uh the characters, the bosses are all capsules so that they can move nicely and slide up against things, but yeah, otherwise squares are fine. Happens quick enough that you don't notice anyways. It's hardest on the hexagons trying to line them up. Those are some janky, I'll show you. On, let's say, spawn a thin, there you go. Shloop. For like jab jab or something, you can kind of see, yeah, like it's kind of lined up, not very well, because, right, you got to do some, with hexagons, you need to do a lot of, like, balancing what's, what's invisible, or which doesn't have any, sprite, and does do damage, with things that do have sprite and do not do damage. But I don't know. You're a big guy. You're not gonna notice for the most part, because it's like, oh no, I could do like pixel perfect polygon colliders and things for everything, but it's not gonna matter. You wouldn't notice it, and this is better. Okay, what should we do next? Let's set colors for these things. Ooh, yeah, so this is my first duo boss that I've made, so there's gonna be some interesting overlap. My boss controller kind of made to be a, kind of made to be for one boss only. So, how are we gonna do this? I did some stuff to try and make it work, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so you can both set the background color. I'm fine with that, which will be, of course, 32, 64, 128. It's fine. Same with you. Hang on. Let's do it here. Yes, thank you. Okay. Alright, let's do your images. So, I don't know, how many you got? 7, I'll guesstimate. Body, head. Where'd your arm go? It's weird. We lost it somehow. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. Interesting. Boop, boop. Okay. Great. Yeah, that's fine. Now you gotta move back just a tiny bit more. Great. Yeah, so hang on. Right hand, right arm, left leg, right leg. Great. Get all those in. Death will be this. Boss colors are we start with 32, 64, and 192. And 1, nope, 256, 255. This is pure white for Super Flash, which I'm not using at the moment, but might as well keep it in there for super effective moves, which I might still do. But, you know, figuring it out. What was the other thing? Then it was, what, 144, 144, 192, I want to say. Ooh, that's an ugly color. Check it out, Punchkin. Yeah, 224. Okay. That's what I want. A little less ugly. That's fine. You do need this animator. Perfect. Alright, that's good for now. You do not want a behavior graph. Not that behavior graph. Great. Oh. No, thank you. Likely Banivator. Let's get rid of you. Cool. Legs are still not right. Great. Okay. And then let's look at Bishmael. Get you set up. Ooh. Forgot to do your other collider. Which is... Collider's here. Yes, okay. Times 1.5? 1.5. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one. For sure. Hmm. Is that better? No, it needs to be a little offset probably. But, you need to be a little bit more also. 0.5? 7? Less. 6, 7, 5. I guess, maybe. So weird. Looks weird. Six, 2, 5? Sure, whatever. Cool. We'll get back to that. And then you... I don't care about that. Come here. Okay, we gotta do all this again. No, background color is correct. I did that. Animator, you need that. But you have no animation right now. Death is you. Boss colors, we'll get to you. Is 32, 64, 128. Nope, 192. And then... And 255. You are 144, 144, 224. 255. You are just white. There we go. Boss images, I don't know. 10, we'll say. So, boop, boop, boop. It's under my... 11. You jerks. Okay. So, that should be the basic setup. Boop. Oh. Why aren't you flashing? Because you don't have health, I think. Is that why? I don't know. I feel like you should. But yeah, that was a weird one. Let's do... Boop, boop, boo. Get rid of these for now. Don't need that. Don't care about speed right now. Alright, whatever. Say 11 health for each of them. Might give Bashley slightly more health. But alright, what is you? You're 8.5. I don't know. We'll move this. You'll need a bigger arena as well, but we'll get to that. 65. And similarly, come on, Unity. You're thinking real hard. Okay. You need to be 4 and negative 3.125. Great. But it should do the flash. Do you not have enemy hitbox is checked? How curious. Boss colors. Did it break that elsewhere? No, there it goes. Okay, great. Yeah, it's because you didn't have health, I think. Ooh, yeah, that's... Maybe that's okay. It is hard to see them. Is this the right background color? I think that's what I did for the rest of them. But I might have to adjust it, unfortunately. Okay. Background color should be... Yeah, 32, 64, 128. Blues. Blues are weird. Let's try it here. 264, 128. Yeah. Is your color wrong? I think I did the same thing for all of them, right? 264, 192. That should be similar to Spawnathan's 64, 192, 32. I guess maybe I'll make them a little later. Don't love it. Um. Let's try some different colors. Actually, you should be lighter. Let's see how this looks. Weird. Okay. They're legible, at least. I don't like it. I'll have to think about it. Maybe the background should be lighter instead. Or darker. I mean, 96? Ugh, God. These are a bunch of ugly colors. It makes it more green, I guess. That's just hard to look at. Can also break it up with a background. But, okay. I need to make you negative. Hey, hey. I made you negative. Save, reload. Come on, Unity. It's thinking so hard right now. Okay. Needs to be a little wider, I think, but that seems reasonable. Ooh. You can get caught under him. That's funny. Yeah. Let's make Bishmael a little wider, but otherwise... seems alright. Maybe that? Yeah, okay. That seems maybe more reasonable. Okay, cool. Next up, let's start making these bosses do things. Okay, so... I'm gonna put this camera back to this for now. Okay. Pour myself some more tea. Hello, Bookslap. Welcome in. Hope you're having a sensational Sunday. What is going on? And yes, doing some dev. I just made these bosses. Bish and Bash. Short for Bishmael and Bashley, of course. There's going to be a duo boss. I can show you some of the other stuff that I've been working on, too. So, let's do this one. Yeah. So you're a little guy, and you got 20 seconds to beat a boss. So you can move around, you can do little slashies, jump off walls, do a little dash. You can also Ah! If you're good, you can shield. But yeah, you gotta kill them. Okay. Gotta kill them in 20 seconds. Oh, okay, I got him a little behavior locked. Ah, jerk face. Come here, friend. Whee! Okay, so beat him. That's Punchkin. So he's got a little overhead punch, he's got a forward punch, and a smash. And then I also have Spawnathan here, who we need to change the edge for. Yeah, okay, great. He does have jerk face. He does have jerk face, it's true. So yeah, there's a horrible ceiling crab that can spawn things at you, of course, as you might have guessed by the name Spawnathan. He's got a little sweep that's mean that he can jump over, and he's got a little jab too. So he's yeah, he like scurries around on the ceiling and tries to kill you. Oh no! And so I'm working on the third boss fight now, which is the duo boss. But yeah, making a little Silksong-y situation here. Come on. Thank you. Boop, boop. Yeah, fair enough. I got hit by the fluky. The flunky, not the fluky. The fluke fly. Oh, boy. And then yeah, if you got 20 seconds, if you're doomed at the beginning there, like a Kingdom Hearts or a, you know, Final Fantasy. Oh my god. He got me with the sweep. And if you don't kill me, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I gotta make the dash look better. But yeah, if you live eh. Oh, he's going very spawny right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna live. There we go. Cool. If you live, then you just die at the end of 20 seconds. That's all. Anticlimactic. Cool. So yeah, now I'm working on the next boss fight. So let's look at Bashley first. I should think. Also I need to put this edge. We'll do some level design later. Yeah, so let's start with, so each boss needs basically two things to make it run. So I'm gonna make a behavior graph. We'll make you Bashley graph. Come on, I can type. It's always when you're on stream or teaching that you can't type suddenly. Okay, so this is what Punchkin's graph looks like. But we're gonna delete all of this, pretty much. This I would like to change to something else. Delete you, add in other a mono behavior, which is a Bashley boss controller script. Call you Bashley controller. And none of these things are important, probably. Actually, maybe yeah, I'll keep a U, but those are reusable. The rest of you can go. Hey. So for testing purposes, let's see, we'll link you to Bashly controller, and this will be called, this is the, this is going to be a trigger for our animator. So, I don't know, let's just call you Slam. And we'll figure that out, what that means in a minute. Okay, so, got our behavior tree. Let's link this up a bit. Behavior graph is Bashly graph. And Bashly controller is here. It'll set the... Oh my gosh. Stop that. Okay. Why are you like this? Go away. Weird. Hey. Hey. What if you didn't? There you go. Come on, computer. How did I move the... I don't want this here. I would like this on this screen, please. Don't know why the toolbar moved over to my second screen. That's not where I want it. Cool. Great. Love that for me. Wild. Whatever. I guess it lives there now. Okay, so next up we are going to make a bunch of animations. So... Bashly folder. You will get a... animator controller. Bashly... controller, is that what I called him? Animator. So close. And then we'll make a couple of clips. Start with Bashly idle and a Bashly walk idle. Cool. So we'll hook this up on you. Yes, great. Cool. So now we get to do the fun thing of animating all this stuff. So, okay. I'm going to need parameters, at least a bool for walking. I have a base layer, which I'm going to rename, what, movement layer? That sounds... Attack layer is what I called it. Attack layer and walk layer. Let's give you a weight of 1. Thanks. And an attack layer, we will add in Bashly idle. And you, I'll add in walk idle. Okay, idle, perfect. So, what do I want him to do for idle? Maybe I'll just have her... Body, is that what I want? Yeah, I think so. Let's do that maybe, and also the right arm and hand. Okay, cool. Those should be the same. I think probably that, although we'll see. So I'm just gonna have you do a little heave for now. So let's make you go down a little bit. Yeah. And these also need to go down by that much. Alright, so it should just be... Okay, that is too uniform. I don't like it. So I kind of wanted to do like a bounce, maybe. Okay, so maybe I can just do like, actually, or no, 60. Let's just add another. Yeah. It's not terrible. Something like that. Maybe a little subtler. Oh, can't see over my microphone. I also want to make the arm move a little bit less, or a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more, honestly. Just to vary it up a tiny bit. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine. We're roughing in all of these right now, anyways. Okay, so I just want legs. And this leg as well. I hate that they're in a different order when you're trying to add the properties here, right? It's like, over here I have like body, head, eyes, right hand, right arm, like there's an ordering to them, and then here it doesn't have the same order. It's like close, but not quite. Left leg is above right arm, right hand, right leg. I guess it's alphabetical, but I don't know why they do it that way. I don't love it. I don't love it, let me tell you. But, cool. Alright, so idle is going to be just this. Yeah. And we'll blend to and from that. Now let's make a Bashley walk side. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. So we want to transition to, okay. No. Transition to you and back. You two will be no exit time, no transition duration. Well, probably not. I might go back and change that. And then yeah, you will be if walking is false. You will be if walking is true. Great. So let's make a little walking animation. Here. Yes. Okay. So I want to kind of like... So if these are my legs, I'll make them more square-like. I'm trying to think. I want it to be you step, slide, back, up, step, slide, back, up. Like a move in a square. And it needs to be offset from this one. So when this one's down, this moves up. over, step, down, slide. Kind of like that. I think. Yes. I think so. I'll figure it out. Anyways, okay. So, let me mark down what these positions are. Or when I do it later. Okay. Cool. So that means the first position will be something like left foot down. Yeah, left foot down, right up. Okay. Right, 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 right. So left leg. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm getting this right in my brain. So right up, left down. Left should be in the back position, though, perhaps. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Save. Keyframe. Right needs to move down to here. Left can move up. Probably wait another 5. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I've got it. I understand what's happening. So during this first... Yeah, I know. Come here. You need to be forward here. What? Okay. You need to be forward, and then you'll slide back. Oh, no. Hang on. Hang on. I had the wrong one selected. You go there. This can be 0. There we go. Okay. So... then you slide back. Hang on. 0 needs to be negative 0.25. You need to move back, and then you move up. Then left leg moves up. Great. And then at 15, you are up and forward. Okay, cool. Right leg starts up, moves down, moves back to 1, and then back and then you move. They're off center. They're off somehow. Boop. Yeah, they're off tempo. Because this can't move up now. Alright, because then you're both off. Down. How do people walk? Down. That goes back. They cross, basically. Okay, so when that's sliding, you also need to be sliding. Okay, so you start actually up and back. Then you move to up and forward. Then you move to down and forward. Then you move to down and back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I mean, that's really fast, but we'll fix that. Oh, come on. Add in your extra dealies. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That looks right. Looks right enough for a boss. Why not? But I would like you to be very, very slow, actually. So, there we go. Alright, she has slow animations, so we'll make it every 20. Bishmael will have some faster ones, probably, but... oh, every 20 would put you at 40... and 60... Wait. I need a 5th position to get back to the original. Right, okay. So... so you're just the same as the first, then. So... 0.25, negative 0.1, and then 1, negative 1. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we're doing it. We're getting there. We're being developers. Again, just roughing everything in, and it probably won't matter when you're playing it. Anyways, so you need... Actually, that might be enough. Let's see. Are you gonna walk toward me now? You're gonna try and slam, but I don't have a slam, so that's... might break. Why are you not animating? Do I need to do this? Maybe. I don't think so. Oh no, that's in Bishmael. Hang on. Doing 2 bosses at once is interesting. Oh, it's thinking real hard. Alright. That is on. Wait a second, move to target and try and slam. You don't have a slam, but that's fine. I'll just break this for now. So you'll just infinitely move to target. You don't have your animator on you. That would explain it. You do. Okay. Well, you know. Revert all. Okay. Cool. Now, do you have your animations? Are you gonna come get me? Oh, you're animating. You don't have a move to target. I need a And yeah, I just say break with move to target. Speed, I don't know, 10. Your move to target is very similar to Punchkin's, so I'm just gonna copy that over for now. And then change that later. But good start. What is Punchkin's? Where'd you just go? There you are. What's your speed? 20. Yeah, okay. Well, she's slower, so. Hey, why aren't you walking? Where's my walk animation? Walk layer. Yeah, that would explain it. It's because I put it in there. I put it in the wrong one. That's annoying. Okay, walk idle. Put it in the wrong layer. Floop. Floop. Doop, doop, boop, boo. Both of you. No thanks. It's true, and walking is false. Thank you. There you go. You have quite the transition time on that walking. Why do you have that? Did I not just get rid of that? That's weird. No exit time. No thanks. I guess I did it on one, but not the other. Okay. It's fine. What is that? Oh, okay. Now I know. So many things. You gotta loop. You gotta loop. Losing my mind slightly. Okay. Hi. I don't like her little arm either. I'm gonna make it beefier. But I mean, we got a boss now. Can hit them. And they can die. Great. Cool. Yeah, let's make your arm beefier. Let's give you a good arm. Which means I have to redo this animation. Yeah. Like 6, maybe? What? Interesting. Okay. Beefy arm. So that doubled it? Yeah, okay. So let's make it 0.2. Yeah. And 0.2. Sure. Beefy arm. Hello, Lost Lake. Welcome in. Hope you're having a sensational Sunday. What is going on? We're making a game. Over a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Which means I'm gonna have to redo this animation, of course. Okay. happens? What happens? Idle. Yeah. I see. See, what happened here is it's all in the wrong position. This is the 20-second game. Yeah, I'll show you in a second what I've been up to. Okay. Right hand is... no, don't preview. 2 and 0.75. Alright. So, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then you are 1.6 and 0.45. Okay. Oh boy. So yeah, the X position should not change on any of these. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You move down 7526. So you should go down to 0.3. Hey, hey. Okay. Yeah, fine. That's reasonable. Okay. But yeah, making a new boss, and in fact, we're making 2 new bosses. So I've made these 2 on stream. They don't do much yet, but they're Bishmael and Bashley. Yeah, ooh, I gotta make that color better. I don't know. But you can hit them and they can die. She walks slowly, but she's gonna do a big slam attack that flies across the screen. And then yeah. So that is what I've been working on lately. Here is the first boss. So you're a little guy who can go around, you die in 20 seconds, see you're cursed, you can jump off of things, you can dash. Ooh, he got me there. You also have a shield special. But yeah, you gotta kill them before they kill you. Ooh. Fair enough. Okay. I get into these loops where I'm really bad at my own game. Which is good, probably. Come on, I was not even above him there. Also, yeah, no contact damage in this game. Because that was a annoying thing in Silksong. Alright, there we go. Okay, so he's dead. That's Punchkin. And then I also have Spawnathan. Who is a horrible ceiling crab that skitters around and spawns things at you. And, oh, thank you for the raid, Lost Lake. Also, sorry, I missed that. How was your stream? What were you playing? Yeah, this guy... Oh, the sweep is so hard. But you can... There's a couple of ways to dodge it, but... Yeah, he spawns things. Whee! He's got a little 1-2 punch. Can kill the things he spawns. Yeah, okay. Saw that coming. Yep. Yep. Get out of here, you jerk. Whee! Okay. Whoa, okay. So close. Almost made that. I'm bad at my game again. Whee! Anyways, he's beatable, I promise. Just not doing well right now. Cool. Yeah, I think I want to do. I'm gonna do an attack for Bashley. Let's do that. Just to kind of show what my process has been for this game. So let's make a new. Excuse me. Ah. Tea down the wrong pipe. Bashley Slam. How do I want to do this? All right. Let's start by making a new parameter for a trigger, which is slam. And we'll bring this into the attack layer. So from any state, I'm gonna move you over here probably. From any state, you can go to idle, and then, or from entry, you go to idle, and then we'll do a transition here. I think each boss has 3 attacks. I think because this is a duo boss, each is gonna have 2 attacks. We'll see how that goes. If that's interesting enough. Okay, so we'll have you be I don't need any entrance time. And in fact, you are going to be the condition slam. Great. And then your transition out will be when you are done. I want 7-5 or do I want 1? I don't know. We can try that. Sure, whatever. So yeah, that'll be so the way this works is that when you start, it'll go to idle and it'll continue to loop through idle, which is just the kind of the like heft. And then at any point when I call the trigger, which is a slam, this is a trigger, then it'll trigger this transition, go to this animation, which I have not made yet, and then it'll go to idle after that. It'll loop back to it. So you can see on like Punchkin, right, there's a lot of stuff going on for. Let's align you a little nicer. Right, so it can like punch, smash, or swat. Any of these can happen. It goes to idle and then it goes out. And also if you die at any point, it can go to death. And that interacts with the Punchkin graph, where here's smash, punch, or swat. Right, the behavior's all in here. So it'll try and, it'll wait a little bit and then it'll check if you're above it. And if you are, then it tries to smash you. That'll do the swat. Otherwise, it'll randomly choose between the smash, which is where it slams the ground and all the spikes come up, or it'll try and move to you and then punch you. And when it gets to the end of any of these, then it'll go back to the start and repeat, because repeat is checked. So it loops through these pass in the animation triggers, and then, yeah, this is the animation graph. So, I don't know. I don't know if I need 2 graphs, really, but I'm trying to learn some stuff that I didn't know in Unity before, which is the behavior graph, which I think came out last year, maybe? So it's, yeah, no. It's alright. So Bashley's graph right now, I'm going to add in this slam. We'll always do the behavior, waits for a little bit, goes to the target, and then it tries to slam it. So, you know. I like having this a lot, actually, because normally when I'm doing enemy behavior, it turns into just like a bunch of like coroutines that are all calling each other, and it's not easy to keep track of what's happening. So having this like visual is very nice. It's just like like everything with Unity, it's a little bare bones and not production ready. So I have to write my own stuff to try and get it to work. Right? Like this is a script that I wrote in Action that passes in an animation trigger. I feel like that should just be there. Moving to target, I understand why it's not there, but like I'm just doing basic rigid body stuff, so I think there should be a built-in node for like, hey, use the rigid body and go there. Also, there's only one random, which boggles my mind. So there's this random flow, which I was using in the other one, and it'll randomly choose one of its children to execute, one of the branches. But it just does it equally, and to me, that's never something that I want. I never want pure randomness when I'm making a game. Um, I always want a like a deck, you know? So either a deck. So it's like if you have 3 options, you're ensured that you'll get all 3 of them before they get shuffled again, and then you start going again. Like this is how Tetris randomness works, right? You will get all 7 pieces before it shuffles them again, and you get them randomly at a time. Or I'd want a weighted random, so I can say like, okay, 25% of the time I want this outcome, and 75% of the time I want this outcome, right? This like random 50-50, and I cannot make my own node for this. I've been trying to figure that out, but it is using, I can show you, right? It's cached in here, and it's using these children things, which are not an exposed Unity variable. So I can't make my own randomness node, which is wild to me. Why would you not allow me to do that? It seems pretty... It's also the way that this is structured is very confusing to me, because it like tries to... I guess I get it, but it like jumps into a child branch and like tries to execute that, and it doesn't actually say that this was successful until that was successful. So I guess that's so that you're always ensured that something will happen, right? You don't want a situation where if you have 3 choices, it randomly chooses something that doesn't work, right? That fails for whatever reason. And you can come up with different reasons for why that might happen. Like, whatever. If you could say, if a boss is underwater, you only want certain things to happen. I would say you maybe want to structure your entire graph differently then, but I can understand a situation where that's what you want. But I'm like, just let me change what the randomness function is. it's very bizarre to me that it's not built in, right? It just uses its basic random range. And so yeah, you can see it tries to do that, and then it's waiting until the child is successful, which fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's the classic Unity thing where it's like, oh, this is pretty good, but it's not fully implemented, and it's like there's no plan to fully implement it. So, should I use this? I don't know. You know, it's fine for a game jam where I'm trying to learn new stuff, but I don't think I'd ever do it in a production, like a full game, because there's too much limiting about it that I'd have to roll my own anyways, and I don't want to do like half behavior graph and half my own solution. I'd rather just make my own solution and have it do what I want to do. I don't know. That's my Unity rant for the day. I'm going to change you to be more this color right now till I figure out what I want to do with that. Anyways, let's give Bashley a slam. Okay, so click on you, Bashley Slam, animation, we'll look at Slam. Okay, so I think what I want this to be is she like moves horizontally directly across at me. So let's do... I'm going to, in fact, add another arm. Let's make a left arm. How fun for me. Ooh, okay, I also need the collider. I need to turn the collider on. Okay, so let's make this collider work. You are the Hurtbox trigger. You're going to be 11111, and we'll change this here. 4? Yeah, sure. Why not? Maybe I just want it to be everything? Maybe I just want it to be everything. Yeah, I think so. That might be big. That's hard to get around. Well, we'll find out. Okay, cool. So, turn you off. You are left arm. And I really just want you to be, yeah, just that. Negative 0.6. Yeah, whatever. Negative 1.6. Okay. I also need to add you into the sprites before I forget. Nope, left arm. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Animation for Slam. We're going to do... we need... not much, honestly. We need the left arm, transform position, and the collider enabled. Great. Okay. So that's great. Start there. Let's pick about 5. Have you come out to negative 1.6. A little farther. So she'll point, she'll call her attack, and then Blast at you, I guess, yeah. Let's wait till 15. No, you're still at 2, -2. At this point, we'll add an event. So, this is also something that I'm kind of using to mix my code together. So these are animation events. When they get to this, they'll call something. I've set up a callback script. So in this case, I'm going to say it's a special attack with a parameter of 0. At the end of this also, though, I want to add another animation event saying this animation is finished. And that'll basically pop out to the graph here. So this has like no weight. Not weight as in like W-A-I-T. So if I didn't wait until the animation was done, then it would just like it would say, hey, set this trigger, and then when that's playing, it pops back up here and then starts doing it again. I want it to, when it gets here and gets to here, right, to wait until you get to the target and wait until you're done with the slam. So that's what I'm using these animation events for. Is saying, hey, it's done. You can start over and move on to the next node. Again, feels like something that should be built in, but to my knowledge, it's not. And I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but this is the way that made the most sense to me. It's a little finicky because I have to like manually add all these animation finished states to the animation, because there's also no way to you can actively poll, I guess. You could have something that's like checking every frame, like, hey, is this still running? Hey, is this still running? But there's no way, there's no like built-in event for it's finished. So I have to make my own. Whatever, fine. It's just it's a little finicky, you know? That's the only problem. So, okay, so that's your pause time. Then you start that. I think in another 5, I want you to return this to 0 as you are smashing across the stage. Probably for like 20 seconds, or not 20 seconds, 20 frames? 30 frames? Although, no, it starts here at 15. So, let's call it 45. Let's move you to 45, and move you to 45. Okay. Cool. Maybe that'll look fine. Yeah, what are your transition? I feel like I want you at 1. I think I want you at 1 and your transition duration to be 0. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. Whatever, we'll see. Alright, so I did this on the Punchkin boss. Let's look at what I did there. I have this all set up. I'm on Punchkin boss, great. So, nope, not Punchkin. I did it on the Spawnathan boss. There we go. That's what I was like, what am I looking for? Okay, so yeah, special attack. So, all of these boss controllers are, they're children of a central boss controller. So I'm just using some inheritance and polymorphism to get the behavior that I want. So, yeah, let's get back to you in a second. So like on boss controller, I have like all of these, like a virtual reset, right? And so when this gets called, then if I override it here, then that means this is the actual behavior that gets called. And so I have that's how I have custom stuff on each of these. Actually, I don't need that anymore. Right, so they'll have slightly different stuff. I probably could do the reset things with a scriptable object, but I'm just kind of keeping it all in one place because some of this behavior, like this behavior, do move to target, right? That is a some of these are stubbed in. Where is it? Where's my move to target? Move to target. Here it is. Right. So, oh no, that's just the function that gets called. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is not even, this is abstract. This is not even a virtual. So there's no default behavior here, which means that I have to implement it in every single child, which is fine because everything has movement. And then yeah, here's some common ones that have default behavior for all bosses, but I've marked them as protected, which means that children can call them, but nothing else can call it. So if I want to override this behavior, I can, but I'm not required to. So this one, right, I have to override because it's abstract. This one I don't, because it is virtual. So if I didn't do this, it's completely fine, but I do have custom behavior that I want to do here. So it gets a little complicated with all of the slightly different boss behaviors. If I, was really planning this out meticulously, then I'd probably do this more with like an interface or a component that I can add on to it, but I'd have to know what everything is before I do it, which I don't in a game jam. So this just gives me the most flexibility, and that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so special attack. Special attack is actually going to be close to enemy controller. I think I have a charge in here, right? Yeah, I would do charge. So let's copy this as our starting off point. Right now, and like, this is the stuff that annoys me, where I'm like having to mix coroutines with the behavior graph with the animator controller. It's all very overcomplicated, but whatever. I'm learning some stuff. And ideally I can take good parts of this workflow into the future. Oh, hang on. Special attack, yeah, okay. So if index equals 0, then I want to do a coroutine. And the coroutine is going to be called do charge, I guess. Yeah, let's just grab you, actually. So start coroutine, do charge, cool. And yeah, I pass in an index here in case there's multiple things I want to do. So like on Spawnathin, there's 2 special attacks that it has. One is to spawn the flunkies. Yeah. If it's one, it spawns a flunkies. Otherwise, it does a charge. So very similar actually, huh? Maybe I should use this charge instead. Oops. Yeah. And like, if they're similar enough, then I can like move the do charge behavior up a level onto the boss controller, and then multiple things can use it, which I might end up doing here. But there might also be some like subtle behavior differences that make it not worth it. So we'll see. Again, it's a game jam, so I'm kind of playing fast and loose a little bit. Okay, charge speed. Let's make a charge speed much like what Spawnathan has. A value of 5,000. That's fun. Rigid bodies are fun. Oh, it might need to be even more than that, because these are gonna have to be heavy bosses, so I can't push them. Ugh. Rigid bodies. Let me see. I think I can probably push this boss, which is not ideal. Um, maybe not. Oh, wait, I copied it from Punchkin, which means that it has a rigid body mass of probably, yeah, a max. Okay. So this charge, I'm using add force. I think instead of that, I'm going to use move position. The reason I was using add force is because I wanted it to skitter around a bit, so it can like overshoot you, which I think is more interesting. This one is just going to run directly into the wall, or as far as it can go. So it doesn't need to charge in the same way. So I'm going to use move position, which will calculate for me. The difference is when you add a force, you like give it a direction and an amount of force, and that it applies that to the rigid body, and then that like works with all the other systems, so you can get kind of like a chaotic fun thing. Move position will, you give it a position where you want it to go, and it will figure out the appropriate force to apply to get it to that position, and then cancel out all the other forces. So the good thing is that it'll like, you want to use that as opposed to like moving transformed opposition, because transformed opposition will just move something irrespective of like what's in the way. If it's like inside of a collider or something, rigid body dot move position will check for colliders and like stop and keep it within, you know, the world of the physics. So that's a better thing to do generally. I mean, it depends what your game is, but in this one, where I'm heavily relying on the 2D physics system, this is what I want to do. Okay, so let's move the position, which is the rigid body.2D.position plus vector 2.right times this junk. I don't want that. I do want to move those in. Okay, so this goes for a time. Charge speed, probably way too much now. Let's say 50. See what happens. Might be a lot. Yeah. So just in the direction that she's facing, she'll slam in that direction. And she also automatically, I've set up so she'll check direction to face when she's walking, and she'll check direction to face, not when charging. That's fine, actually. I also don't want you to be walking during this. So let's get rid of these for now, I think. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Come on, Unity, I believe you. I believe in you, that is. Okay, so a couple of things happened there. Number one, she's going the wrong way. She's also not moving. Hang on. It's facing right. You are not supposed to be facing right, so this is opposite. Okay, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Why? Hang on. Why am I signing this? That makes no sense. It's already 1 or -1. Must have been left over from something else. Also, let's... Yeah, okay, difference actually matters there. But in Spawnathan... yeah, it doesn't, so... I did... Wow, well, that was weird. That's... I don't know why I didn't just do that. Okay, that's cleaner code. Game jams! Okay, and let's also make you 500. Okay. The other thing I want is for her to just, like, move for a little while, not to me, necessarily. So I'm gonna do something like this. Interesting. So you here. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do all of this, actually. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Oh, wait. That was the whole point to change this. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I don't want to do that. Or do I? Yeah, it's fine. Let's do it. Okay, so she's just gonna move for a bit. And then try and bash us. Also, hang on. Okay, okay. I like it. I forgot to turn on the collider. That's good. That's good, actually. I need to do 2 things. One, set this to this, so the camera doesn't go off the screen. And the second one is in her animation when we get to, not you, in slam. Yeah, when we get to here, I need to turn on her hurt box. And then when we get to here, I need to turn it off. Yeah. So it's off, it's off. Let's delete that key. Oh, that's weird. Add the key. What? No, not... Where are you like this, Unity? Okay, it's off there, be on here. Cool. Off, off, on, off. Great. Okay. Hello, Bashley. I do have to adjust her speed, but... Whoa, yeah, look at that. Yeah. And yeah, they need a bigger room. That's pretty good. I don't know. I'll give her a little bit of more of a wind up, but because everything else is so much slower. But it's I'm into it. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, you need about 10 for a wind up probably, and then another 10. Wait, 10 to 20, so hang on. Like that. And then that is at, what, 25? And that's at 45. Let's give it to 55, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use rigid body to move her again. Can't see because it's under my microphone. 55, yeah. Cool. Let's try that. Yeah. She's just kind of gonna wander around. Great. We got a boss, baby. Yeah, that's good. Games are good. It took me 3 hours to get to this point today. Cool. I mean, I also was explaining things and showing off stuff, but yeah. Ooh, there she go. That's exciting. Yeah. Let's make you 250 maybe. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. And this can probably be for slightly less time. Although if it's in a bigger arena, then I want this one to be all about the angles. So there'll be some like platforms you can jump on, so maybe she can like slam into stuff and not get you. But no, it was better at 500. I just need her to not fly through the walls. Which I guess I could make thicker walls. Ooh, and she's gonna have gravity too. Yeah. I'm envisioning her like bouncing off of things at like right angles. So that could be fun. Okay, okay. That's weird. Why does if she kills you, she goes through? Is that repeatable? No. Okay. Eh, whatever. Good start. Okay, that's getting clipped somehow. Why is that getting clipped? It looks like when she intersects with yours, it just like sends her away, which is not what I want. Huh. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably enough for today's stream. Got to show off kind of the whole workflow of what I'm doing for this game, but it's I think it's gonna be really good. I'm excited. Just gotta not get hit, you know? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be something. Yeah, she needs to be slow moving when walking, but fast when charging. So she probably just charges a bunch. I wonder if I can... Again, something that I want to do with the randomness is like... Maybe I can return to self with random, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out. It'd be nice if I could be like, okay, she can do like up to 3 in a row. But she also has a chance to like drop out. And also, it'd be nice if I could adjust the frequency, right? Like, like the first chance she has, whatever, she has a 50% chance to do 2 in a row, but she only has a, whatever, a 10% chance to do 3 in a row. Something like that would be very useful in in making these, but whatever. I might just have to do that on like the script side. Cool. I think that's gonna do it then. Let's see who is. Oh, hang on. How do I see who's streaming now? I'll do it on my phone because my computers are busy in use. Okay. Okay. Yeah, looks like. Oh my gosh. Why is it like this? I do not like this UI. Yeah, let's go right into Garden of Indi. Gotta do that. Moved my mouse. I have too many computers and screens and monitors and everything up today. Cool. All right, thanks everybody. I will not be streaming this next week because of Thanksgiving, but I'll be back the week after. So on behalf of my Monster Plush of the Week, Strabby, and I, we hope you have a sensational rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.